Did you know that iFly EFB can be integrated with Autopilot systems? There are a few ways you can do this. One, by using an iFly EFB aviation tablet with the docking station, you can get a wired serial cable connection. You can also transfer animated data directly over Bluetooth to a level autopilot. Or on Android devices, you can use a Bluetooth serial cable adapter for a wireless connection. Some popular autopilot options that our customers use are TrueTrack and Level. So how does this actually work? So iFly sends standard NMEA data, which includes things such as your altitude, speed, and flight plan to your autopilot. Then your autopilot's going to read this information and adjust your aircraft to follow your programmed route. Now we can jump into each connection option and the specific settings that you will need enabled in iFly. Now that we're on the aviation tablet with our docking station connected, we can go ahead and look at the settings in iFly we'll want to enable. First off, you'll just click Menu, Setup, NMEA Output. This is the menu that you're going to change your NMEA settings on, and it's where you can go if you have anything autopilot related. First off, you'll notice there's options for normal, extended, and custom. These are indicating the type of NMEA sentences that are being sent. And if we click custom, we're going to get this status form that pops up indicating what we can select. First off, you'll select the baud rate. For TrueTrack Autopilot, I believe it is for 9600 baud. Then you'll select the NMEA sentence types. With the custom option, it allows you to select any of the sentence types to send. For example, if I just wanted to send these, I could just select those. I'll include a chart on screen here if you want to pause that goes over the different types of NMEA sentences. If we go to the extended option, that's just going to select every single NMEA sentence. You can use this if you're trying to test the autopilot to make sure it's working, just by sending all of them if you don't know which sentences you want to use. However, you will want to read through your user manual on your autopilot to make sure that you are sending the correct NMEA sentences. Then standard is just going to send 3 sentence types for basic autopilot information. Some autopilots can just work off of this. Once you have the correct baud rate and NMEA sentence type selected, you can click OK. Now if we go back to the NMEA setup by clicking Menu, Setup, NMEA Output, you'll notice there's 3 other options. You have Send to Eye Level via Wi-Fi. That's what you'll select if you have Eye Level Autopilot system, and that'll send that information over Bluetooth. The Bluetooth RS-232 option is for the Bluetooth serial cable adapter. This is only available on an Android device. We have a separate video that covers that full entire setup since it is a bit on the longer side that'll pop up on the screen for you here. The last option here is for the aviation tablet with the docking station specifically, which is send to COM port. So if you're using the aviation tablet with the docking station, you'll want to select that. And then there's one last option here, which is show status form. So I'll get to that in a second, but now we can get to actually testing your autopilot connection. Click close and then go to your flight plan. You'll want to enter a basic flight plan. Let's just say we're TKI to Durant. And then we'll click done, and that's input there. Next, you can start a simulation mode to simulate you sending this NMEA data from iFly over to your autopilot. Click Menu, Start Simulation Mode, and then you can click Show Simulation Controls. Here it's just going to plop your plane onto the map. And now we can give ourselves some airspeed and a bit of a climb. Now that we started the simulation mode and gave ourselves some airspeed and a climb, we can click Menu, About, Connected Devices. This page is the same page as the Show Status form on the NMEA setup page. It's just a different way to get to it. You'll notice it says there's an NMEA output controller. If you are not sending NMEA data out of iFly, you're not going to see anything on this page. It'll just say something similar to no connected devices. Importantly, it shows the NMEA sentences that are being sent and at what rate, and it also shows the baud rate on that page as well. Based on that information that we're seeing here, we know that iFly is sending NMEA output And so at this point, you should be able to see your autopilot using this information and working from that. Some important things to note as far as wiring goes for the autopilot connections. Both the docking station and the Bluetooth serial cable adapter are using female RS-232 cables. So with that in mind, data receive is going to be on pin 2, data transfer is going to be on pin 3, and ground is pin 5. If you guys have any questions about your autopilot setup, give us a call at 214-585-0444 or send an email to support@adventurepilot.com. Thanks.